Welcome my friends, it's Admiral Revan here. Hope you're all doing well and Merry Christmas my friends. It is Christmas 2022 and honestly the countdown has begun towards the end of the year. Believe it or not, we're less than a few weeks away. So either way, let's make the most of it because this is a time for the season of love and joy and happiness to us all. My friends, we have been a big year for this year and I pray for peace, prosperity and harmony to us all, but at the same time that I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So as we're gonna start off with this video, we're gonna be starting talking about regarding to World of Warships Santa gifts and see what's going on. So stay tuned a second here, we'll start showing it off here in a moment. So as you can see here, when you go to the armory for the first time, you'll see this lovely interesting cinematic, which is very well done. The art department from World of Warships has done a fantastic job. It's incredible. I mean, like, this is a great joyous achievement they have done, putting this together, and it actually looks pretty damn cool. I mean, like, I will be honest though, I do miss Dasha and also the other wargaming Santas that we do see in the past, but they're still around somewhere. But anyways, this is what the armory looks like. Okay, so the armory looks pretty cool. So it actually looks very lovely, and I see the pussycat in the bottom there in the bottom right. That looks actually fantastic. So these are the Santa containers. Okay, so basically you got between the difference between a small, big, and also the mega, just like they've done over the previous years. Okay, now you can choose the difference in quantity, like to have a single one, or 8 of them in the bundle, or 20. They all have a different percentage off, so you can see that it's a 15% off for 8. 1 is just like how much it is. And also 20 is like 25% off. That's not too bad, all things considered. Alright, so to cut the nitty-gritty about it all, what is this exchange new certificates? Okay, so basically the new certificates implies that, out of all the tier 10 ships that you have in the game, remember to do it either in co-op or random battles. And as you get your certificates, you can trade it in, for either a small one, just for one, or big container is like 3 certificates, or mega is 5. Okay, so it's more about enjoying that opportunity with the rewards and stuff like that. Okay, so that's not bad. Now there is an opportunity to also buy it from the premium shop. With the actual Santa gifts containers, they actually start at a bit of a fair price. And honestly, remember, this is the most important thing about getting these containers in World of Warships, is that please remember to gamble responsibly. Now what I'm going to show you is that I'm going to show you this mega gift container and show what's available to you. And pretty much it's the same thing for the big one as well. And last but not least, just the regular Santa gift container. So they all have something in common. So let me just show you the mega first in this video. So in the containers, each of these containers have a variety of chances. Now as you can see here is that you can have an opportunity to get a ship at least 16%. They are divided into different groups, and there's a whole heap of ships in there with a chance of 71 ships in total that you can get from in the game, which is actually unreal, I have to say. So if you click on the 71 ships in total, this is what it's broken up into different categories. You can see it's like tier 5 to 7, tier 8 to 9, 10 or rare. Now let me just go with 10 or rare. Now 10 or rare is basically any tier 10 ship or rare ships are listed in this bundle here. So basically if you have been eyeing on, say for example, the Enterprise in this opportunity. Hopefully you might get an Enterprise this year for Christmas. Who knows? I mean, like, it'll be awesome, wouldn't it? Also, there's some rare ships that have been taken away from the actual armory and premium shop in the past, and now they have become a rare item. Now, let me just say this very openly, that anything to do with old dockyard ships in the past will be also listed in here, so that you can have an opportunity to get it. Now, I have to admit, some of these ships on this list I'm really keen to get. Like, for example, the John Bart, the Nelson. Salem is an interesting cruiser, American cruiser, but look at this. There's also the Kronstadt, the Benham, Smaland. Some of these ships on this list are actually in the armory in terms of the balloon shop and stuff like that. So what you need to do is that you go to the ships on the armory, go into the balloons, sort of a category, and see what's available. Like, for example, you go like tier 9 and have a look and see what's available, and you go like, oh wow, you know, that's, you know, like a lot of things that, you know, that are considered, you know, rare. Now, for example, if I were to go to the premium store, for example, in this case, in the background here, I would definitely, you know, go ahead and have a look and see what is available there at this point in time. So if I were to go to the armory and look for a specific ship that I want to get, and it's no longer listed there, and you go like, oh, that's a bit, you know, unfortunate. Now, I have to admit, that with the Nitroshimi becoming a very rare ship, that actually blew my mind away. So who knows, I might be able to get it. But getting back into the mega gift containers, you have a quick look and you start looking at it and go like, okay, well, there's a good chance of winning some decent ships. And you can just scroll through the list, and they're all the same. The list is the same, but the difference with each of these you know, containers is the level chance. So for example, as you know, that there's like a 16% chance for overall with all those ships, and basically, you know, from tier 5 to 7 is 12%, 3% is tier 8 to 9, and 1% is obviously, you know, the tier 10 or rare ship of your choice. Okay, so either way, I mean, like, it's a good opportunity. Let's just go in here, for example, and just like look at the big gift containers. So with the big gift containers, you can see, you notice that the percentage has changed to 9%, with a 0.5% for tier 10 a rare ship, 1.5% to at least get for tier 8 to 9 ship, and 7% is obviously well, 5 to 7. So yeah, very good opportunity here. But each of these you know, containers do contain a lot of good variety rewards. Like, for example, the premium time, you definitely will love that. Signals is always nice to have. Also the balloons, you know, you gotta love the balloons. You know, in-game currency is, you know, not easy to come by. But also you got some camos for the new sky, as well as some coal. Gotta love that coal. You know, you got to like credits, economic benefit stuff, commander XP, in-game currency. And if you want to click the full list, this is what the actual full list looks like. So that's actually pretty damn nice. So that's actually pretty cool. So as you notice, that as you go to all these different gift containers, the chances of winning, you know, like certain ships and that is pretty rare. As you can see in this list here, that some of it is actually pretty damn cool. Some of it is, you know, like you just go, oh well. But the thing is that as you notice that the rewards is a little bit different. So just remember, keep things in mind in different perspective here, that the bigger the container, the more rewards you get. Makes sense, doesn't it? So let me just show you what the mega gives you. Wow, okay, was not expecting that, because I usually click on the list there. But here's like 180 days premium time, which is awesome. But you know, you get the top end, you know, stuff with this the mega one, which is pretty damn awesome, actually, to be honest with you. There's no steel there. I mean, like, that's a bit of a shame. But then again, it's an opportunity to win steel from, you know, clan battles, also other dailies, dockyard, things like that, battle pass. Folks, don't forget to do the battle pass. I mean, like, the battle pass is really important to do. I will show you what the battle pass does quickly a little bit after we talk about regarding to these containers. So with tier 10 ships, if you have tier 10 ships, you'll get some rewards that you can do. So basically, when you get the tier 10 ships, pretty much they'll give you a New Year certificate. Okay, so pretty much when you click on the exchange for a New Year certificate, you can use that certificate, whatever you accumulate on the top there, and the menu up here on the top bar here, which is this one here, where all your resources and currency are. You can trade that towards, you know, whichever container suits your fancy. So if you have a bunch of tier 10 ships in the game for World of Warships, feel free to, you know, invest it into something that you prefer. Like, for example, some of my friends in the past have actually bought it into a chance for a Santa mega crate or mega gift container, or the big ones, and had a go at it. And some had ships, some didn't, but they had some good rewards and had the fun out of it. So it's free. It's more important, it's free. Just remember that when I had mentioned earlier to gamble responsibly, remember that whatever you do in World of Warships, just remember that you don't overspend and do it within your own means. Okay, I have to encourage you to be careful, because like some people have caught themselves in the trap in the past that they have overspent themselves and put themselves in debt. Now, for example, there's a whole heap of great bundle of doubloons out there that you can buy online if you wish, and do it what you can to afford. Okay, that's what I encourage you to do in a way. But understand that this is a joyous occasion for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy. And speaking about that, as you can hear the crows in the distance, yes, they're just doing a thing. And I think they're doing Hark the Herald Angels Sing in that corner. I don't know. Maybe they're doing Jingle Bells. I don't know. Whatever. They're just, you know, probably doing a chant, rant, whatever. But anyways, if you look at the difference between the bundles, they actually have different, you know, amounts of the balloons that you spend in a way. And that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, on the premium shop though, they actually have special deals going on for the gift containers and stuff like that. And honestly, it's up to you, whatever you can afford at the time as well. Now, as you get closer into doing this, what I will show you is how you can obtain, you know, certain rewards. Now, for example, here's a tier 10 ship example right here that shows you can get some certificates. For a tier 9 ship, for example, like the Iowa, it actually has, you know, 75 steel. For a tier 8, for example, let's just go with a Cleveland. Let's go with a Cleveland here. That's like 75 steel. If you go to tier 7, it's like, you know, coal. And then tier 5 is also coal. Which is coal here. And then if you look at tier 6, like for this good old Pensacola, is coal as well too. So you actually got plenty of rewards. Look, you know, there's a lot of ships in terms of coal that you can get as well too from the armory. So, and you know, everyone's a winner, or you can save it towards the commander if you wish. Steel ships are actually very hard to come by. Just remember that when you're looking at steel warships in general, it is pretty hard to come by anyway when you go in there. So if you go to steel, there's a whole heap of good variety to choose from anyways. So just remember that wargaming will always, you know, put more in, take some out in a period of time, but you do have a lot of variety to choose from. Now, the biggest thing that I did mention was about the battle pass. Okay, so the battle pass is very good to have. Now, the reason why I say about the battle pass, in a short version I can tell you, is that having a battle pass, whether it's premium or free, is that you can get some good rewards out of this. You know, you can get some steel, you can get some, you know, good rewards, currency, free XP, commander XP, research bureau, the whole works. I mean, like, in all seriousness though, it's all divided in stages here, but as you work your way across to the final end of this whole thing, is that you get a nice commander, which is actually a 10-point commander, which is for the Italian DD Alvaro di Banzan. However, if you already got, you know, 21-point commander for that ship, don't worry about it, because you can use it on another Spanish ship anyway. And anyway, to cut the long story short, it's worth it, you know, for the long run. But I mean, like, if you have the premium, you know, battle pass, like I do at the moment, I think that 25 New Year certificates is a pretty bonus anyway. But anyhow, I mean, like, that's pretty much it. But yeah, folks, I mean, like, when it comes to, you know, the Santa containers and everything, just remember that gamble wisely. So basically, when you get these sort of things, just remember, think about before you spend, and just do it within your own means, and have fun by doing so. Because, like, all these ships, any of these ships could be yours for the taking. But yeah, definitely worthwhile. Definitely worthwhile. But it's a great opportunity. Definitely a great opportunity. So yeah, friends, definitely just take it easy. Have a fantastic time. Have a good Christmas with it. But yeah, definitely just remember, just to enjoy yourselves and have a good time by doing so. But yeah, anyways, folks, I think we're going to call it there. But yeah, look, you know, thanks again for watching this video. But yeah, in short summary, just don't put yourself in debt, but buy something that you can afford, and enjoy yourself and have a great Christmas on us all. Alright, folks, have a good one. Stay safe, take care, Merry Christmas, and have a good one. And let us know what you get in the end, because we'll be curious to hear from you about it. Until then, Merry Christmas.